All right, there we go. 50 wins for the Toronto Raptors as they beat the New York Knicks 110-97. And that, you know what? I enjoyed this game because it showed what the Raptors have done really all year long. You know, they were down at the end of the first quarter, which we're used to being down at one point in the game by a significant number. And then they started to come back, and that's what we're used to. They were +3 in the second quarter, +4 in the third quarter, and +12 in the fourth quarter for the 110-97 13-point victory. You know what? DeMar DeRozan was the man in this game. He was huge. He was his first half, it was ridiculous. I mean, he played a great game. He shot, he had 35 points and a couple boards, and he was 11 of 15 shooting for 73%, also 13 of 15 from the free throw line as well. That is the DeMar DeRozan we know and love right there. Serge Ibaka added with 12 points and 4 boards himself. Kyle Lowry, 17 points, 7 boards, and 11 assists, a double-double for him, 5 of 10 shooting, 3 of 3 from the line, and 4 of 9, 44% from 3. He was really good. And Patrick Patterson had 15 points off the bench. Now, guys that need to be big in the playoffs, Patrick Patterson, with his great defense and his shot making. We know he can do it. We saw it again. We saw it tonight. He was 6 of 9 shooting for 66% and 3 of 6, 50% from 3. He was massive, and I got an itch. That's rough. But he needs to be big, and also Damari Carroll has to find a way to be big. He only had 3 points and 2 boards in this one. I mean, he was also 1 of 6 shooting. He's got to be a defensive dynamo for this team, for us to be able to start him and be confident in that, right? Because a lot of Raptor fans, including myself, are not 100% confident of what he's done, with this team this season. I mean, the guy's averaging 9 points a game, which is kind of generous, just because of what we think of him, right? PJ Tucker, I mean, he's just got to be PJ Tucker in the playoffs. He had 8.7 boards tonight. He's just got to be that gritty guy. And when he's coming down the lane, just be a train. Just be a flipping freight train and do your thing. I mean, he's a beast. We know that. And I think the Raptors are playing some of their best ball that they have all year. Credits to Kyle Lowry for being back, and for that being said, we've won all 3 games he has played in, and we have 1 game remaining. I mean, just 1 measly game. That's it. That is it. That's all we got left, and it's against Cleveland. Now, good news. With the win today, the Raptors have clinched the 3rd spot in the Eastern Conference. Therefore, you will not be playing Cleveland or whoever comes first. If it's Cleveland in the first place, you would not be playing him in the second round. You'd have to wait till the conference finals. Now, technically, we're still not, eliminated from being second place, but the odds of that happening are very slim because we're a game and a half back. We have 1 game left. They have 2 left. Literally, they have to lose both games. We got to win one, or our last one against Cleveland, and they play Brooklyn tomorrow. So I can't see that happening. But if magic happens and we find a way, then great. But I can't see it happening. I am happy with the 3 seed nonetheless. This team grinded. They were at one point 5th, grinded up to 4th. Kyle comes back. You push yourself and push yourself to get to 3rd, and you lock that in. So, I mean, I'm very happy with that. Now, I expect if Brooklyn beats Boston, which would be a miracle in itself, I expect the Raptors to maybe not rest as many guys as they would, but I would assume Boston's going to beat Brooklyn, therefore the Raptors will probably rest some guys against Cleveland, and probably Cleveland will rest their guys if the Boston game doesn't mean anything. So there's a whole lot of things there. The Raptors could rest some guys, and they might not rest some guys, and it might be a gong show, but you never know, really. We have 1 game remaining before the postseason begins. And it's next weekend. Pretty much a week now. Tomorrow or yesterday or however, whenever it starts. We are so close to the playoffs starting, and I am pumped to get this playoff started because I'm curious to see where this team can go. You know, they looked really good without Lowry. They looked pretty good without Lowry, at least. And they throw Lowry into the mix. They've looked very good, winning all 3 games he's been in. Let's see what this team can do. I am pumped. I'm excited. And we have 1 game left, and that's on Wednesday. So the Raptors, again, they have Monday and Tuesday off. But they play Wednesday in Cleveland. So, again, that game, as of right now, it doesn't really mean a lot. If we want to try and catch Boston, then I guess it means something. But then again, Chicago is 8th as of right now, so Indiana jumped them. So, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Indiana could end up, being in 7th. Watch them find a way to to catch Milwaukee, and then we play them in the first round again. That would be crazy. But nonetheless, the Raptors win. They have won 3 in a row. They are playing some great basketball of late. They're defensively playing well. Only give up 97 points in this game after giving up 29 in the first quarter. That's very, very good. And, like we said, they're playing really good. They're playing very solid, and that's all there is to it. When your teams are you want your team to be playing really well down the stretch. You don't want to see them stumble into the playoffs, because then things might start to get scary. But they've won 3 in a row. Even if they lose to Cleveland, look, it doesn't matter. Because we're in. We know our seed pretty much. Now we wait. Except for Wednesday, but you know what? I mean, we're going to watch it, and hopefully they win. I'd like to go in on a 4-game win streak into the playoffs. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed this game, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Really weird watching a noon game. It was very odd. But hey, it's a win nonetheless. I don't care. All right, so hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys thought of this game. Who looked really good? What'd you think of DeMar's 35 points? What'd you think of Patrick Patterson heating up? We haven't seen a whole lot of that lately, but he was really good there tonight. Or this afternoon. Not used to saying that. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys shortly, fairly shortly, Jays edition, as they're taking on the Tampa Bay Rays in the finale of that series. Things aren't looking too good for the Jays in this one either. It's been a rough start to their season. And Leafs edition later tonight, right, as they're taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets in their final game of the season. We're going to have a couple days of really no games until Wednesday's Cleveland game. But if I'm not mistaken, the NHL playoffs start Wednesday too. Oh my goodness, we're getting into the nitty-gritty and the fun stuff. And we might do actually playoff previews for the Leafs and Raptors. I might do one on Monday and one on Tuesday. We'll kind of get that going. Once we know, where we're kind of seated and who we're playing. That's why I might do the Raptors on the Tuesday. I'm not sure. I'll think about that. Leafs will know by tonight who we're playing. So we might do that tomorrow. All right? So you know what, guys? We'll talk to you guys as well. Raptors post-game. Well, it could be a playoff preview, or it could be, it's probably going to be Raptors, Cavaliers. Wednesday night. We'll see you guys then.